check and drive right home to you. 'Cause baby, all my life I will be driving home to you.
Apparently, Chef's chocolate salty balls in your mouth was just a little too much for Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Safety with Fat Boy. It is Tuesday, June 2nd. And real quick, let me just show you our chart here. If you remember correctly, we had our ups and downs here for a while, and it started going up a little bit because of Lake's funeral, because of Rabbi Lipschitz insisting nobody wear masks, and we all huddled together. However, here we are June 2nd, it's flattened out again, and there's no doubt in my mind whatsoever, none, that by June 15th, because of Fat Boy, everyone's saying it. Everyone's saying Fat Boy. Everyone knows Fat Boy now because of his tips and his safety tips and everything. There's no doubt that by June 15th, this whole thing is going to be wiped out. Okay, so we're into summer now. We're in June. We're into summer. Memorial Day's over. And I just want to show you, if you do have summer plans, even though we're wiping this out, okay? If you do have summer plans, okay? Just be careful of COVID-19, because it is still out there. It is still out there. Also, I was kind of flattered because I myself, even though I distanced, I went to the beach today, and Del Bell caught a picture of me, and I'm a little flattered right now. So, Fat Boy has a lot of safety tips tonight when it comes to summertime, and he's gonna give you a lot of good tips to continue on staying away from the coronavirus when, in the summer. So, without any further ado, Fat Boy is back tonight, and he did go for his lazy eye operation last night. He was not with us. It did not work, but they did take that extra skin away, so he's kind of glad about that. So, without any further ado, here's a man that needs no introduction whatsoever. Here's Fat Boy.
Well, thanks, Big T. Thank you for that beautiful introduction. Something very special for you folks tonight. Some tips with gardening. Okay, so we're going to get right to it. But first, I'd like to introduce everybody's favorite one-legged, slanty-eyed Polak, Del Bell. Come on in and say hi to the people.
Hi, people.
All right. So, Del Bell, you know a lot about gardening?
No, but...
Well, you're going to learn.
To keep 6 feet.
Our screen's only so wide. This is
Damn
real
it.
low budget, so
Damn.
you're gonna learn today a little bit about gardening. So, building your garden. If you don't have a lot of money to build a garden, there are some easy ways to do it. You could take cinder blocks, line the cinder blocks up in a square with the open ends facing up, and you can fill that with your soil and drama queen. Fill that with your soil, and you can build a garden in there. You could also, for your herbs and stuff, you can get an over-the-door shoe organizer. Poke a couple holes in the bottom of each pocket, fill that with soil. You could grow your herbs, your lettuces, your spinaches, all that in there. You also have, after you have your garden laid out, if you want to keep weeds out of your garden, instead of spending money on that expensive tarp stuff that you had me put down, I should have looked this up a couple weeks ago.
Exactly.
You could lay cardboard, and that'll keep the weeds out of your garden before you mulch. That works very well. And
Does weed and feed work? Fatty?
we'll get to that. We'll get to the weed and feed. So after you get all that, you're pretty much ready to plant your seeds and everything. If you got a freshly tilled ground, you want your seeds spread evenly, you can take a mini muffin tin, place that into the ground, and make different divots in the ground to evenly spread your seeds. And then also you could take milk jugs, cut the bottoms of them off, and stick it over top of your seed to make sure that it gets a good start. It works as a greenhouse effect on it. Really good tips. You're not writing any of these down.
Hi.
So a couple of things to keep pests away. You want to keep pests out of your garden and different things out of your garden. You have deers attack gardens a lot. So to keep the deer away, you take soap, bars of soap, and you shred that down into little shreds. And you sprinkle it around your garden in different areas. It doesn't have to be real thick. You just sprinkle it around. That'll keep the deer away. That'll keep the deer away.
Buy the cheap dollar soap?
Yeah, absolutely.
That gets expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I use Irish Spring, but yeah, you can get the cheap, dollar store soap. That'll work too. To keep slugs away. Slugs are a real big problem in gardens. You want to keep slugs out of your garden. You take a saucer and you put some beer in the saucer, and the slugs will stop at the bar before going to your garden, and they will die happy.
Slip, slide, and the wind.
If they happen to know their limit and leave the bar before they're dead, you could take eggshells, clean them off really good, crush them up, and sprinkle them around, and it's essentially like walking on glass to slugs.
Slip, slide,
So that'll
and the
keep that'll kill them. They'll be dead. And last but not least, you want to keep pests like Big T away from your garden. You put a big spotlight in your garden facing out, and if Big T tries to approach, he'll see the bright light, sneeze, and run away.
Bright light.
He will sneeze at the sight of any bright light. Fun fact. So the weeds, you wanted to kill weeds. You
Yes.
actually take Dawn dish soap and vinegar. You can mix those together, and they will effectively kill your weeds. A non-toxic weed killer. You just want to keep this away from your plants because it could also harm your plants.
Then why would you want to use it?
And you want to kill the fucking weeds, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to kill my plants.
So you don't put it on the plants, you put it on the weeds. A few more things. You have Listerine. We spoke about Listerine in a previous episode, and one of our fan favorites, he mentioned that if you have a green thumb, you would have known to put Listerine into your plants as plant food, and he's absolutely right. It's good for bacterial infections in plants. It's good for purifying the soil, and it can also repel different insects and things like that. And then coffee as well. You could use coffee grounds. They're rich in nitrogen and potassium, and they're really good for acidic plants. They can give you a bigger yield on tomato plants, blueberry plants, and also carrots. They're good for your eyesight and colon.
I guess you have not been eating carrots.
I did have to go for eye surgery yesterday for my lazy eye. It did not work. It was very ineffective. Actually, now both my eyes are pretty fucking lazy. I think they need to get jobs or something, but there's really nothing we can do about it right now. So with the whole pandemic going on. And at last, if you want to, you want to provide a nice home environment to different bugs that should be welcome in your garden, such as butterflies and honeybees and different things like that. So if you want to make a water hole for them to drink safely without drowning, you can take a little saucer, place some rocks in the bottom, and put about 1 inch of water in there, just enough to cover the tip of the rocks, so that the bees and butterflies can land on it safely and drink water without drowning. So, any questions?
No, but actually that was very informative, Patty.
Safety.
Except for that, I think you put weed and feed before you put my grass seed down, didn't you? So when did you learn all this?
Today. I did put weed and feed instead of grass seed down because I am
Retarded.
well, you've seen my eye, so. But we're gonna turn it back to Big T. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Remember to stay safe and stay fat, America.
Wow. Very, very, very good safety tips from Fat Boy during this whole coronavirus thing. You now can go out and plant. I almost want to go out and plant a garden, but it's way too bright outside. I'll just sneeze. Okay. So that's going to be our show for tonight. I just want to mention a couple of things before we close. First, Matt from Barnegat, New Jersey. Last Wednesday, his question was picked as the most interesting question, and he received, or it's in the mail, a $10 gift card and an autographed picture of the crew. It was my error that because it was last Wednesday in honor of Memorial Day, the winner last Wednesday was supposed to receive a $20 gift card. So Matt, when you receive your $10 gift card, keep watching your mail. Don't bother the mailman. Just keep watching your mail. There'll be another $10 gift card on its way to you. Also, keep joining our group. Keep inviting people to join our group. Safety with Fat Boy group on Facebook. We now have 199 members. And when it hits 200, the very next person to join the group is going to get a $20 gift card and an autographed picture of the crew. As Michelle, who was our 100th group member, was to receive a $10 gift card and an autographed picture of the crew. Michelle from Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Michelle, to this moment, has not sent us her address. Michelle, we're not going to come rob you. Send us your address. We want to send you your $10 gift card and your autographed picture of the crew. Don't forget to keep sending in your questions. Tomorrow night is What Do You Want Wednesday. What do you want? The fuck do you want? Keep sending in your questions. You have a chance to win a $10 gift card, an autographed picture of the crew, your name mentioned on our show, and we will answer every question that comes in. So keep sending in your questions. Don't stop. Don't you like money? Okay. Also, on Friday nights, don't forget to comment on that video. If you comment on Friday night's video, you also have a chance to win a free trip here at our expense to appear on one of our episodes. Free continental breakfast in the morning, your own bathroom, your own bedroom overnight, and then you get the fuck out. Like on Saturday nights. React on Saturday nights, because on Mondays we will pick a winner of a $10 gift card and an autographed picture of the crew on Monday for everyone who reacts on Saturday night. Victor from Newark, Delaware won it. Victor, you didn't send us your address. That boy's not going to come to your house? Send us your address. We want to send you out that $10 gift card. Okay, folks, so that's going to be it for tonight. I want everybody to join us tomorrow night for What Do You Want Wednesday, when we will answer all your questions. Keep sending those questions in. It's never too late. Keep sending those questions in, folks. Pibbity, popcorn player. Everybody have a great night and a pleasant tomorrow.